Hello viewers, I hope you are enjoying all our contents, all our solutions, and you are as well understanding all that we are doing. If that is so, I'm very glad. Thank you so much. Today, as usual, like any other day, we are going to continue with our normal business of the day. But today, we are going to solve one Olympiad question. This question says x raised power 1 over 3, open bracket, x raised to power 1 over 3 plus 1 is equal to 6. And we are asked to find the value of x. So let's see how we can go about solving this simple radical equation. So we have x. When we look at this, there's no how we can raise x to be the power of 1 over 3. I mean, we cannot make the basis to be the same. We cannot even make the content inside the bracket to be of the same basis. We cannot make x to be 6 at the same time, but we have one thing that is in common, is x raised to power 1 over 3. So let's introduce an unknown, or let's assume a particular unknown that will be equals x raised to power 1 over 3. So let m be equals x raised to power 1 over 3, so that anywhere I see x in this particular equation, I will put m. Anywhere I see x raised to power 1 over 3 in this particular equation, I will put m. That means I will replace it with m. So this is the same thing as m, open bracket, m plus 1 is equal to 6. That means I replace m with x raised to power 1 over 3 because I have x raised to power 1 over 3 in common, both inside the bracket and outside the bracket. So now the next thing to do is to open this bracket, because I know that this m will have to open this bracket. We multiply each individual term inside the bracket. That means m will multiply m, it will also multiply 1. That means m times m will be m squared plus m times 1 is m, is equal to 6. So I want to send this m to the left side so that I have a perfect quadratic equation. So this will be m squared plus m minus 6 is equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. So let's see whether we can factorize this particular quadratic equation. And since it is a quadratic equation, we know that in factorizing the equation, we must have two brackets. The first one and the second bracket, and the first bracket and the second bracket, both of them to be equal to 0. That means I will have this and two brackets to be equal to 0. I have the coefficient of m squared to be 1. That means I'll put m here, I'll put m here, because m times m is m squared. I still have to look for factors or numbers. In quadratic equation, we call them factors, that when we multiply the two, the result will be -6. And when we add or we subtract, the result will be +1, because the coefficient of m here is 1. And these numbers are 2 and 3. And negative, and the result, the sign to be specific, is -2 and +3, because -2 plus +3, the answer is +1, and -2 times +3, the answer will be -6. So I have -2, I have +3, because -2 plus 3 is 1, and -2 times +3 is -6. So we remember that when I have a multiplying b is equal to 0, that means it's either a is equal to 0 or b is equals to 0, but one of these two must be equals to 0. Having understand this concept will definitely, it will help us in answering or solving this particular question. So that means it's either the first bracket m minus 2 is equal to 0 or m plus 3 is equal to 0. I'm looking for 2, I'm looking for m. I need to send this negative 2 to the right side so that I have m to the left side. So also in this case, I need to take this positive 3 to the right side so that to the left side I have m. This is m is equals to 2 or m is equals to minus 3. But remember, we were asked to find the values of x and not m. So if m is equal to 2, earlier on I said x raised to power 3 to be equals to m. So now m is equals to 2. This is 2. I'm looking for x. That means I need to take the cube of both sides. Taking the cube of both sides, I will have to multiply this by 3. This will be raised to power 3, so that this will go with this, so that my x will now be equal to 2 raised to power of 3. So x will now be equals to 2 raised to power of 3 is 8. So the value of x when m is equals to 2 is 8. So now if m is equal to minus 3, if m is equals to minus 3, that means x raised to power 1 over 3 will be equals to minus 3, so that this 3 will go with this 3, so that my x will be equals minus 3 raised to power 3. So my x will now be equals to minus 27. So these are our respective values of x. We have x to be 8 and x to be minus 27. But we know that it's only one of these that will satisfy this particular equation. So let's test 8 and see whether it will satisfy this equation. We know that the equation says x raised to power 1 over 3. So instead of x, I'll put 8 raised to power 1 over 3, open bracket. I will still have 8 raised to power 1 over 3 plus 1. Let's see whether it equals to 6. This is 3. Then this is under 3 plus 1. 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. We can see that the result is not equal to 6. So let's try and see whether this will satisfy the equation. I have minus 27 raised to power 1 over 3. I have minus 27 raised to power 1 over 3 plus 1. This is the same thing as what? As minus 3. Then I have under minus 3 plus 1. This is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Then minus 2 will go with minus 2. The answer will be 3 multiplying 2 and is equals to 6. So that means the value of x that will satisfy this particular equation is 27. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe so that tomorrow I upload another video. Bye.